It's your boy Luck, and welcome back to the Unpopular Podcast, man. How you vibing? How you sliding? You know, in this part of the town, we keep it unfiltered, unscripted, and unpopular. How's everybody doing, man? We are bringing y'all some shocking news, brothers, sisters. We got some shit going on, man. Zion has got himself in some shit, bruh. We gonna go ahead tune in with my boy Prophetic Flacco. He broke everything down for us that we need to know, so we just gonna sit here and react to his video today. But god damn, gang, my boy Zion might be done, brother.
Zion's career is over with, and it's not over in a sense of he's absolutely done. It's over in a sense of the career that we viewed Zion to have, the career that Zion's talent warrant that he should have. It's over with, bruh. And it's not over because Zion is guilty of any of the allegations. It's over because Zion continues to make the mistake that a lot of these dudes who are rich and powerful make, and that's deal with women who got nothing to lose. When you have everything to lose and you deal with women who got nothing to lose, it usually ends up in you losing everything you got. In Zion's case, he wasn't just dealing with women who got nothing to lose. He was dealing with the worst of the worst. I knew Zion was a Tinder idiot when he was paying Mariah Mills $100,000 a month.
Ew. What are them little dolls called, boy, from that fucking show? Not the Bratz dolls. She looked like a Bratz doll too, but she looked like one of them little Monster High characters bro. Build a booty. Come on, we gone. I ain't even finna do it.
There's over the hill cloud chasing corn
You can do better, Zion.
Bands.
You can do better.
Too, thinking that was a good idea is one thing, but thinking you wouldn't get exposed or thinking she wouldn't turn on you once that money stopped coming in. As soon as the money stopped coming in because Zion got another girl pregnant, she began to expose them, posting receipts, intimate images, tagging the Pelicans, trying to get him fired from his team, making allegations. Because this is what they do. You don't put yourself in situations where you're dealing with women who got nothing to lose. And especially, don't start feeding women who got nothing to lose and thinking you'll be able to take away the food and everything will be okay. It won't. The chick he left Mariah Mills for is this chick right here who went viral for fighting nude in the heart of...
She looked like the Hobbit character. Nigga, you went from... You went from plastic Barbie to my precious
of the Bronx. Like, she was in the trenches fighting and getting her clothes ripped off. I'm like, bruh, you worth 100 M's, yo. And this the pool of women you picking from? And surprise, surprise, this chick is now giving him issues. Apparently, they're broken up, but she's breaking into his home and beating up chicks he's inviting over. This is a man who we once thought could replace LeBron James as the face of the NBA. He was that major coming out of college, bruh. And Zion is still hella talented and still get busy. But his personal life is ruining his career. Now, his bad decisions in women have finally caught up with him because now he's facing rape allegations. Now there's an official lawsuit of a woman alleging that he did horrible things to her. Now, these allegations don't have to be true. They just have to exist to destroy you.
Wait, so right now, which one of the shorties is the one getting a lawsuit on him?
That was even dangerous. As we've seen with Diddy and other people, bro, a lawsuit can spark a criminal investigation.
Brett's Precious, which one?
So now thirsty prosecutors are looking at these lawsuits, trying to find some technicality they can charge you with. Like in the case of Diddy, flying out women, flying out men, engaging in rendezvous trafficking. Who am I engaging trafficking? So now you don't even have to be super guilty on what they're accusing you of in the civil lawsuit. But if the civil lawsuit spark a investigation by the prosecutors, they can find a technicality to get you going with. So right now, Zion, who is currently injured, is dealing with a grape lawsuit. Now, I read the lawsuit, bruh. I'll be real, bruh. The lawsuit is absolute malarkey. But let's get into it so you guys can see exactly what he's being, so y'all can make your own assessment on whether or not he's guilty. The lawsuit was filed in a Superior Court of Los Angeles, and of course, they sued Zion Williamson anonymously which I've always had a problem with, bruh. These people can make the nastiest allegation against you, accuse you of the most horrific thing behind an alias. You get all the backlash, and if you do beat the case, if you are found not liable in the court of a civil court, you just move on, and you still have to deal with the remnants of those allegations while this person gets to go back to live a normal life after accusing you and dragging you through hell. He met the Jane Doe in 2018 when he was a freshman at Duke University, and their relationship continued up until June of 2023. Now, during the course of their relationship, this person is claiming that Zion engaged in controlling. He violated her. He threatened her. It was sexual, physical violations, emotional, financial violations, and it occurred in Louisiana, California, and
that was when
states.
he was at Duke, bro.
Now,
I don't think he'll do that.
I don't know exactly what financial violations means. Like what you're saying, like he used to give you a lot of money at some point, and then he took it away. Like you were dependent on him to pay your bills, and then he stopped paying your bills. I don't know what that means, but to me, that's a major red flag. It's a red flag to me because when you say these allegations began in 2018 and continued up until 2023, so you stayed and endured that with someone for 5 years, for what reason? And then when you say financial abuse, it's kind of like, hold on, but like, what do you mean, bruh? She alleged September 23rd, 2020, Zion Williamson and this person was both in Beverly Hills together. According to her, Zion Williamson graped and violated her. Apparently, the situation started when she was picked up by Zion's agent from a hotel and brought to Zion's home. Now, Zion arrived late. Now, apparently when he arrived late, he began to call her names like stuck up and a B word. He demanded to clap her cheeks, and he graped her by pinning her down when she didn't want him to clap her cheeks. Now, according to her, Zion took her phone, threw it across the room, choked her, and withheld her phone for a period of time. Let's be clear here. I'm not saying none of these dudes are above the weirdo allegations. A lot of these dudes, I mean, and God knows how many times this happened. A lot of these dudes we think are real and thoroughbred dudes.
That man said demanded
and then
to clap her cheeks.
Dirty laundry comes out, and we find out they're actually weirdos in real life. Cheeks. But why I have a hard time believing this, and why I feel like a lot of people should. First off, these aren't really specifics. You don't really give an agent name. You don't really give like too many details to where, we could confirm this is true. This happened apparently when they were in isolation, just them. So it's a he said, she said. Also, too, bruh, when you speak on something that horrific, like getting your womanhood taken violently, being like brutalized, and then you tell me that happened in 2020, and then you continue a relationship with this person who took your womanhood up until 2023. But that's not just that, though. Being brutalized and having your womanhood taken away violently, and then you tell me the following month you was with him again. An astounding 17 days after her womanhood was taken from her violently, he forced himself upon her, allegedly, brutalized her, broke her phone. An astounding 17 days after that, her trauma was apparently gone, and she was back in his grip again, all right? Because she would claim that the defendant, Zion Williamson, raped her again on October 10th of 2020. Now, apparently when the plaintiff, which is, Jane Doe, when she mentioned visiting a friend in San Diego, Zion became angry. He threw objects at her. He picked her up, threw her to the ground, pinned her shoulders, and violently raped her again. He took her cell phone and laptop, preventing her from contacting anyone for help or seeking medical care. But why couldn't you seek medical care after you left? I mean, you wasn't with him.
Facts. Flacco Cook gang.
Perpetuity. He forced himself upon you twice violently within a 17-day time frame, brutalized you that badly, but yet again, you were back with him. Mm-hmm. It's hard for us to get the blame, man, as people who are just spectators, because y'all put us in y'all business. It's hard for a spectator to, because there are women who actually go through this, and women who actually go through this speak on the trauma, the mental toll, and how hard going through that just one time is. You mean to tell me you was going through something like this on a routine basis and you stayed? I don't think there's enough money in the world that would make a woman who truly go through this experience it multiple times. but yet I guess him being a really famous NBA player, like that made you stay, that made you endure this. Listen, man, I don't believe it, bro.
No,
Usually when the allegations are super broad.
Only thing I can think of is, other than him being a major star, only thing I could think of is like, why would you stay? She was scared. He was probably threatening her people, you feel me? Or she was just in love. Like, man, I love him. Hopefully one day he gonna change type shit, you feel me? Like, people be that dumb. But it's you can't blame them for being in love. Shit.
Right? Usually when the allegations aren't really specific, don't really have timestamps, don't really have someone particular who could vouch for it. Like, for example, we just did our last video on Desiree Perez and her daughter's lawsuit. The daughter is naming psychiatrists, professionals, actual people who are involved in the storyline. So that's how a story that's credible goes. These like overgeneralized, super broad like allegations, bruh. I don't know. I don't see any credibility in this whatsoever. But they continued and they listed out a slew of allegations that took place between 2020 and 2023. So these allegations took place in California, Louisiana, Texas, and Oregon, and it spanned over from 2020 to 2023. Just look at all the allegations we're about to go through, okay? Defendant sexually and physically violated plaintiff multiple times. Defendant strangled plaintiff with force that she feared for her life and lost consciousness multiple times in California and Louisiana. Defendant suffocated and or smothered plaintiff by pressing his hand over her nose and mouth, preventing breathing and causing her to fear for her life multiple times in California and Louisiana. Defendant violently struck plaintiff with great force using his hands multiple times in California and Louisiana. So, listen, if he's almost sending you to God, right? If he is smothering you and almost sending you to God, taking your life away, why are you following this man from multiple states? If this happened in California, why are you going to Texas for it to happen to you again? Why are you going to Louisiana for it to happen to you again? But it continues, all right? So, defendant violently kicked plaintiff with great force using his feet multiple times in California and Louisiana. What else would he kick you with? All right, to me, using his feet was not really necessary because we know. All right, that's implied. Defendant confined plaintiff after grape or the violation incidents multiple times in California, Louisiana, Texas, and Oregon. Defendant threatened plaintiff, including threats to kill her and her family members multiple times in California and Louisiana.
That's the one I just mentioned. She was probably scared because he threatened her and her people. But, hey, I see not 1, 2, 3, but 4, 5, and 6 times before she even listed, he threatened my people. Like, what?
Louisiana. Defendant monitors plaintiff's location, called her repeatedly, followed her or sent friends to follow her, took and went through her phone and laptop, entered her apartment without permission, rifled through her belongings, and lay in wait at her apartment in California and Louisiana. I'm sure he was probably paying for this apartment, but if this is true, Zion, you's a weirdo, right? Now, I'll be real. This is probably the only thing I could probably believe is true because Zion is super tender, like super tender, right? And it continues. Defendant threatened to throw and threw heavy objects at plaintiff's body, causing injury in California and Louisiana. Defendant used force and or intimidation to rob plaintiff of her car keys, phone, and laptop without consent in California and Louisiana. Defendant filmed plaintiff without consent and threatened to distribute the blank videos and images when she wanted to break up in California and Louisiana. I'ma just go out on the limb to say, man, Zion Williamson, who's worth $100 million, probably is not gonna post videos or images of him piping you out on the internet, bruh. That, I guess that's revenge for you, bruh, but that could ruin literally like hundreds of millions of dollars in deals. Like that's not even, that's cap. But here's where Zion's worst nightmare begin to come true. When allegations like this come forward, you don't really have to worry about the one that's coming forward because usually you could squash that, right? You could get rid of that, bruh, all right? Especially if it's not true. But now what you have to worry about is money-hungry attorneys will now start looking at every woman you've ever been with And if those women are willing to come forward and make allegations, now it's just the game of the numbers because they understand you're Zion Williamson. You have Nike contracts. You have $100+ million in probably sponsorship and deals that you got to protect. You don't want for 20, maybe 50. Bro, you an NBA player, bro. You've been with 100 women since you've been famous, maybe 1,000. You don't want for, let's say, 50 out of that 100 or 50 out of that 500 that you've been with that you probably played, only clapped once and kept it pushing. You don't want for those women who are salty and bitter to start coming forward. All right. So to me, that's the crazy part. That's what you have to worry about. Well, it looks like, his nightmares is coming true because now Mariah Mills is taking to social media and she's alleging that Zion also did similar things to her that the lawsuit is alleging.
He cannot get rid of this girl, bro. He tried to get rid of her. When he found somebody else, she tried to expose him. Now that he has a lawsuit going on, she's back again. What is wrong with her?
Everybody deserves a chance to be heard, and I hope me and any of the other victims, I just hope we all get justice. And
why she got these glasses on?
The amount of bashing, humiliation, slander, and threats that I've been receiving these last 3 years have been a lot, and is causing me a lot of stress, emotional distress, and I just hope we all can come to justice and this all can be resolved and nobody has to relive all these things ever again.
Zion, you done, bro. Tony Busby is watching this right now, bro, rubbing his hand like Birdman, bro. Tony Busby only sees dollar signs right now.
Ain't no way,
He's
bro.
about to rally up 100 women, bro, and get at you, bro. It's over. Once the rabbit hole has been explored, it's no coming back, bro. The doors has been opened. We about to see a floodgate of women right now, bro. He's an NFL player. Sorry, an NBA player. Up 100 M's. How many women you think he done clapped and cracked since he's been famous for the last, 6 years? Huh? Those women who probably couldn't get 10 grand out of him, who probably just got their cheeks clapped and felt used. They coming forward. And we already know Mariah Mills is shameless. Like, Mariah Mills have been trying to destroy Zion Williamson for years now because he chose to move on with somebody else. Like, I remember last year she came out and she was accusing him of beating her and she tried to extort him for 60 grand. And she claimed if he don't send her the 60 grand, she's going to reveal more information. So she's shameless. She would tell Tony Busby whatever he want to hear.
You guys, I literally did not want to come to the internet, and I'm just tired of saving face for this man.
And she got glasses on again, bro. Why is she wearing these glasses?
I literally have to take this every time I come on the internet. People are bashing me because of this man. Literally. And I'm tired of it. He knows, he said he's going to send me $62,000. I have yet to receive that since June. I'm literally here. He's literally a liar. You guys, everything he says, he's a liar. He's not who he says he is. I literally been saving face. I did not want to come to the world and let you guys know what he has been doing to me my entire relationship with him.
Seeing you
He's a woman beater, and the NBA needs to know
crazy.
this. I literally did not want to come to this because I know he has so many endorsements. But Zion Williamson is a woman beater. And the reason he was paying me off is so I won't come to the world and tell everybody.
If this isn't a greatest example to a lot of you dudes who listen, I'm broke. I'm in the trenches still, bro. So listen,
hey,
I ain't got nothing to lose.
Too,
I'm in the
trenches.
But a lot of you guys who got a lot of money, bro, stay away from women, bro, who ain't got nothing to lose. You got everything to lose, bro. This is it's over with for Zion Williamson, bro. His hopes of ever being the face of the NBA is over with. His hopes of ever ascending to the ranks of a LeBron James or Michael Jordan, that's over with. He would always probably be seen as, I don't know, bro, as a gooner. His reputation to me is permanently destroyed. He's now facing shame in perpetuity. Him wifing up who he wifed up brought him shame. But just having this reputation, man, is just bad. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do you guys think this is true? Do you guys feel like Zion Williams?
I ain't gonna lie to you. When it comes to that Zion shit, gang, I don't know how to feel. At this point, I don't know how to feel. Because on one end, we got Shorty coming out saying that he did all this shit. Then on the other hand, you got a whole fucking lawsuit that say he did this shit. So now I'm just like, damn, gang. Zion, you might have did this shit, boy. Oh, no. They could be lying on my boy. We don't know until he speak out. We will not know until he speak out. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. We'll be back with another video real soon. I'm probably finna work on another one tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, man, we up out of here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. Follow us on Twitch at Unpopular Podcast. Hit us on TikTok at... What's our TikTok? I think it's... Oh, we got 2 TikToks now, right? We got 2 TikToks. Hold on. Because I ain't got it set up yet, or I'm probably not even going to edit it yet to the point where everything down here at the bottom. But we going to get that shit situated too, gango. We going to get all that shit situated. Okay. Follow us on TikTok at the Most Unpopular Podcast. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day and see y'all next time. You feel me?